Hi there. So it's been a while since I last made a video. Um, I've only done a couple so far, as you can see, but they were roleplay videos. So I was kind of holding out for an idea for another one, but nothing really came to me, so I figured I should post something just to kind of keep it going. So this video is going to be kind of a ramble video, just talking about, I guess, things in my room so that they give me a basis of what to talk about, because I feel like if I just ramble about nothing, I'll get, I don't know, lost very fast. So a couple people commented about my breathing in the microphone, and I do apologize for that. I'm trying to adjust it so that it's better. This microphone is just a gaming microphone on a headset. Maybe if I keep doing this and get a bit better at it, I'll invest some money in a higher quality one, or even a binaural mic, but obviously right now it would be a bit of a waste of money since I'm no expert or anything. Alright, so another thing I want to say briefly is that, if you do have ideas for a roleplay video, I know I only have a couple of subscribers, for whom I'm very grateful actually, so thank you. But, if you do want to recommend something, I would sort of rather do things that are more creative than the ones you see everywhere, like the eye doctor, ear doctor ones. But I don't know, maybe I'll do some of those just to see what it's all about and sort of get in the hang of this. Alright, so I guess I'll just talk about some things in my room. So on my wall I've got a bunch of pictures. They're all pretty poorly hung up. They're just taped up there, or I used putty. I'm not in college anymore, but a lot of them are the same pictures I had in my dorm room. They're actually from DeviantArt, some of them. I used to belong to that site, and I won some really silly contest because I'm not good at art at all, but I got like $4 worth of free prints, and I ordered a couple pictures. Some others I printed from just the internet. And I won't talk about any of those individually. One thing I have that I really like is this big map of New York State that I got at this old book sale, and miscellaneous maps and magazine sales. So I recently became a resident of New York State after living here for a little while, so that was sort of weirdly exciting for me. I mean, even though I'm from the United States, I'm not too far away. So next to that I have this printout of the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock, the T.S. Eliot poem, which is probably, I don't know if I have a favorite poem, but it's one of them. Um, if you're a fan of that poem, I would recommend a song also. It's by a group called Radars to the Sky, I believe, or the Sun. I always mix them up. But I don't know that they're even still around or if they were a tiny indie group, but they do a song whose lyrics just take a lot from the poem, and it's called Proof Rock, so I guess if you're into that, check it out. So, on this other wall, and on the one hand I hope this is not incredibly boring, but I suppose on the other hand I hope it is if you're trying to fall asleep or just relax. Part of the reason I'm making this video is because I'm pretty anxious myself. I'm wondering if I should make a video about that. I wouldn't want to go into specifics, but maybe it would help to sort of describe my general worries and to see how many people relate to them, which I suspect is a lot, just right now I'm actually I'm studying, I'm working on something that has always been my dream, basically. And so I should be passionate about it, and I am, but it's kind of now that I'm here doing this, will I succeed at it? Are other people doing better than me? Why should I even try? So, and these kind of concerns are one of the reasons I really enjoy ASMR videos. Because there's a lot of, affirmation and, even without the, I don't know, it's nice to know that other people have the same are dealing with the same issues, and of course insomnia too being a big one in the community. But anyway, that's my small aside, and I won't go into too much now. So anyway, on my wall I've got these printed out paper calendars, just from Googling May 2013 or 14, or, it's not May yet, but the months. So, those are just to keep track of, mostly when I do exercise, which is a thing I've been trying to do a lot more of, but not succeeding very well. Just because, well, I do a fair amount of weightlifting, but I haven't been running. I used to go jogging, not competitively running or anything like that, but just as a way to stay in shape. But I don't know, something about the harsh winters and the running on the treadmill, to me it's just, it's not the same, You're just kind of in one place. And even if I'm running in a loop outdoors, something about it is just a lot more satisfying, in the fact that you're going somewhere and there's wind on your face and all of that. So, I guess those are the least boring of things on my walls. I've got this bookshelf here. My apartment came furnished and the bookshelf is sort of falling apart. Only 2 of the 4 shelves are fully in place, and I know I just have to buy these little bolts to keep them, in the shelves upright, but I have never gotten around to it, so I've got this half full, I guess, or half empty bookshelf, depending how optimistic you are. So I don't really buy many books. I get them mostly from the library. Uh, a lot of these books are from one Spanish class I took, uh, which I really like speaking Spanish, and I have a terrible accent. I don't know if it would be enjoyable to anyone to do my terribly accented Spanish in an ASMR video, but maybe someday I will do that. Anyway, this class, it takes me so long to read a novel in Spanish, and I was in the class with a bunch of Spanish grad students. It was my choice to take it. That wasn't what I was studying overall. But it was very hard for me to keep up with them. So there's that. Let's see what else. I've got this deck of magic cards, which I guess might also make a good video, just going through them. I've been hesitant because I don't want to ever be in my videos, at least my face. Personally, I don't know, I've tried to watch the videos of people where it doesn't show their face, or it cuts off at their neck and shows their hands, and for some reason it really bothers me. I feel like I want to see the rest of them because I see up to their neck. Whereas if I listen to audio-only videos, that doesn't bother me at all, so that's what I've stuck with so far. But if I were to do a video about magic cards, I'd want to at least show them. So I'm a very beginner magic player, and unfortunately I haven't played in probably about 6 months now. I really enjoy it, but I've just been limited by, well, partly because of just work and things going on in my life, but also because of transportation. I wish there was a store that I could walk to, but there's not there's not easy transportation anywhere. So I don't know if you know anything about how magic cards work, but you know, the real serious people will construct decks, which costs a fair amount of money, so it's not really worth it if you're just a beginner. So what I liked to do was drafts where you all sit in, you know, a circle at the table, and you get unopened little booster packs of cards, and you open them and pass them around, so each time you get a set of them, you get to choose one. So there's sort of two separate parts of the game. One where you're choosing which cards to pick and to match up and how to construct your deck. And then the other part being, you know, once you've made it, the actual game. So neither of which I was very good at. A fair amount of people my age do play, you know, people in their are a slightly older demographic, I guess, people in their mid-20s or 30s, but a lot of them played as teenagers and then sort of had a hiatus from it, or had kids and are teaching their kids, but at any rate went back to the game, and you know, they remember all years ago all the original cards or overpowered cards, and they'll talk about that, but I only learned a couple of years ago, so I just get completely lost in those discussions. So next to those I've got my little little bowl thing of just 2 d20s and 2 d6s, which are just for playing Magic. I wish I knew how to play more games with them, but I don't know many board games. I don't know, maybe I'll ask you guys, even though, in case someone stumbles upon this video, I really like Settlers of Catan. I recently got Pandemic. I've been playing that a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's a cooperative game. I like to play cooperative board games when it's just with my boyfriend because I'm very competitive, so if we were to play a game one-on-one, I'd probably get pretty angry. So it's a nice activity to do when there's nobody else around. Let's see what else. I really like this card game called Innovation. And I like Munchkin, although I need to play an expansion because I'm pretty sick of the basic deck. I know it doesn't vary that much when you get an expansion, but it would be just interesting to see the new cards. So, I guess now I've revealed some of my nerdier tendencies, but if you know anything about games, you know, based on that random set of 3 or 4 that I might like, I guess, it'd be great to recommend some. I've also played one called Carcassonne once, I think, but I really liked that too. Just another, I think, resource collection sort of game. Alright, what else? So, on my bookshelf I've also got this little glass bottle that's shaped like a maple leaf, and I got that from, I went to visit a place where they make maple syrup, and so I bought this little bottle mostly because I wanted to use it. I had this vision of using it as a vase or something when it was empty, you know. It's very small, so it would have to be for a single flower or something, but I've never really gotten around to that. It's just been sitting there on my shelf. You know, I don't like picking flowers so much anyway because you know, I don't want to watch them die. But maybe someday I'll find the perfect little fake flower or glass flower or something for it. Usually I don't like fake flowers either, just because they seem so artificial, and oftentimes the fabric has this weird feel to it. But who knows? So, other things. I've got, you know, these are sort of super boring. These clothes hangers that you can get at Target that go over your door with just a whole bunch of scarves on them. I'm not that fashionable, but I really like scarves. I really like colorful things in general. And they're just a nice way to make your outfit more colorful, and also, you know, more importantly, keep your neck warm when it's negative 20 degrees in these New York State winters. So, I don't know, I guess those are actually the main things that are worth rambling about. Of course I have a lot more, you know, I have furniture in here, but you don't want me to list all that. So, I hope that this has been somewhat relaxing, and I do think it's actually helped me just to sit here and ramble for a bit. So, I guess I will stop for now, and I wish you a wonderful night.